What is going on, ladies and gents? How's everybody out there doing in the cryptoverse? I'm going to set up the links here. Let's see what's up here. What's the thumbnail? I thought I changed it. Let me see. It's like, what thumbnail are you seeing, Kathier? Let me see. Why is the thumbnail coming out and with the Bitcoin crash? Because I changed it. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm even pulling it up here like to edit, and it even shows me that I have a different thumbnail on. It doesn't even show that thumbnail. That's very weird. Yeah, I don't know how to change that. Like, I have it changed. Because that's the thumbnail that I used previously. And I don't know why it's not changing. I'm going to the video, I'm clicking on the thumbnail, and I'm changing it, but it's not changing. So I don't know what's going on. Very weird. I think I fixed it. Let me see. No, I don't know. Very weird, man. On my computer, it's showing the Bitcoin crash thumbnail, but on my phone, it shows the new thumbnail. Whoops, wrong picture. I'm setting up my your phone's showing the crash. That's weird, dude. I've changed it like over and over again, but it's not changing. On my PC, I see the where it says Bitcoin crash, but on my phone it showed me the new one that I put, but for some reason it doesn't seem to be switching. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. Let me look at it again here. See, like on my phone, it's weird. On my phone, it shows the new thumbnail. That's what's really weird. But on the computer, on the PC, I'm refreshing it and it shows a Bitcoin crash. I don't know, man. Dog God, do you see the thumbnail that says bullish or bearish? Is that the thumbnail you see? Yep, that's the one. It's changed. Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, on my computer, it's still showing the old one. Maybe if you guys, whoever's seen the old one, if you refresh, you might get the new one. I don't know. Um, but uh, but yeah, I'm seeing on my phone. I'm seeing the new one. Very weird. I don't know. Increase the quality. The quality is all the way up. Try to refresh it. It might be your internet connection as well. Because from what I can see on my end, uh, yeah, everything seems to be normal here. So what's going on, guys? How you guys feeling today with this beautiful, beautiful break finally here? Finally, we got the break above 35,000. Did you guys check out the video I did yesterday when I spoke about the Wyckoff? And I posted it on Instagram today as well. Oh shit. Let me post real quick on Twitter that I am going live. All right, here we go. Let me tweet it. Boom, tweeted, and let me post it on my Discord group real quick. Yeah, I think the thumbnail should be good now. I feel like it changed because when I tweeted it, it showed the new thumbnail. That's what I'm thinking that it should have changed here. Yeah, it's showing every time when I posted it, it showed the new thumbnail as well. All right, so let's see who's in here. Kathir. I don't know what. I got a hair in my mouth. Dog God. Mad, my boy DJ Mad. What's going on, man? Dusty, what's up? David Fear, what's going on? Nice hat, my brother. Thank you, my brother. YouTube really slacking today. Finally breaking the descending channel, so I'm optimistic. Yeah, man, I'm excited to see a move up. Right on the money. What's up, Randy? My prediction is as good as yours, my brother. What's up, Maria? How you doing? Safe Moon Bridges went live today. Nice. How's price doing? Carson, what's going on, my brother? Vlad, what's up? Carson, I'm happy that you can make it, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Martin, how you doing? From the UK, London, UK. What's the weather like over there? Desiree, how you doing? It's been a while since I've done a live stream on a green day. I feel like it's been a bit. Just like Papa Bitcoin. Yeah, it's been what? It has been, I believe, like 8 or 9 days since China last banned Bitcoin. Let's see how long we can go without another ban from China. Yeah, it says you can't see it on the screen here, but on my computer for the weather it says rain coming. 81 degrees Fahrenheit and rain coming is what it says here. That's funny. I've never even looked at this. I never seen that. It's funny. It says should rain starting soon. Yeah, so it's about to start raining. I hear the thunders coming in. Did you guys check out where is not this? On yesterday's video, I also put a tweet on it. I drew it on the chart. I don't think you can hear it. All right, I'll just show you here. So I think I did it here. Yep. Let's pull this up over here. So are you guys familiar with the Wyckoff schematics trading method? It's basically this here. So there's accumulation and there's distribution. Accumulation is basically before a move up. Distribution is usually before a move down, and then the process during a move down. So you can see here, there's a distribution. So it's kind of preparing for the move down, and then the accumulation, preparing for a move back up. So I made a video on this. If you guys look back here, 2 weeks ago, Wyckoff Trading Method Explained, where I basically go over, it's a tutorial on exactly what the Wyckoff method is, how it works, and the breakdown on it. And then I looked into different scenarios for Bitcoin. So one of the scenario, I wanted to look at both a bearish and bullish scenario. So I looked at the bullish scenario, which would be an accumulation schematic. And then I also have the bearish scenario, which would be the distribution schematic, as you guys can see here. So for the distribution schematic, which is basically what played out, you know, from what was it, like February all the way till now, you know, it pretty much played out the exact way that the distribution schematic looks, right? So if you look at the distribution schematic here, you'll see that it basically looks exactly like this when you look at the chart. And then the last phase, which is phase E, is basically the dump off, which is where we would be right now, right? And if you look here, phase E, there's a dump off. So I wasn't sure if this was phase E here, this drop right here all the way down where we bottomed out basically at that 28K level. If that was the dump off, that's, you know, that's considered phase E here. But the way I drew it, I made it like if that was phase E. So if that's phase E, then that could potentially put us back in that accumulation phase, in the accumulation schematic. And then that's kind of what I did on this part right here, what where we've been for the last month. Now the thing to keep in mind though, when looking at this, is that this happened over the course of from February all the way to, you know, basically where we are now. Or let's say if this was phase E here, let's say this was the end of it from February to May, right? So what, over a 3-month period? And then the one that we're looking at right now, wait, that's not it. The one that we're looking at right now is over a 1-month period. If it were to play out all the way down, all the way to phase E, that will put us around a 2.5, around a 2-month period probably. So let's say May 21st, we're currently June 29th, so it's been over a month already. Let's say it plays out all the way to phase E. It could be anywhere, it'll probably be around a 2-month period. So it's actually not that far off from the previous one. The distribution schematic was about 3 months. Wait, was it 3 months? Yeah, it's about 3 months. And this one, you know, these different phases could last different times. So it doesn't mean that, you know, we're going to be into phase D in the next 2 days. We could still just be in phase C here and kind of bounce around for a little bit. So all of this could extend. Phase C could extend a bit, phase D could extend, and then phase E could extend, where, you know, where the phase E could end up happening, you know, sometime in August, September. So it doesn't mean that it's gonna happen in this exact time frame. This is just how I framed it, just for the sake of kind of setting it up and having an idea as to what we can expect here with this Wyckoff accumulation schematic. So, but this is currently what we're watching. And if you look at it and you look at the accumulation schematic here, you guys will see that it plays out exactly the same. We have the preliminary support, and then we have a selling climax. If you go back, preliminary support, selling climax, then we have automatic reaction, automatic rally, and then the test of support, right? So we have the automatic rally, and then we have the support. Then we kind of, after that, it goes into phase B, where we just kind of bounce in this range. And this is where we've been for the past month. We've just been trading in this exact range, from the bottom being around that $30,000 level and the top being right around that $40,000 level, with some exceptions where we've passed it, basically here recently, last week, right? So if you look at it side by side, it's kind of the same thing here. We've bounced around phase B, right? We tested the bottom of the range. Here we go. We test the bottom of the range. We went back up, tested the top of the range, and then went back down. And then when we dropped this time, it went lower than it went during the selling climax. So that would be considered phase C, and that would be considered the spring. And if you look here, selling climax and the spring, which is phase C, the spring is lower than the selling climax. So far it's exactly the same. And then after phase C, after this spring, then is when we start posting higher highs and higher lows as we get ready to go into phase D. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. If you saw yesterday's video, we were below 35,000 yesterday. So if you saw yesterday's video, we spoke about this, and I said that we needed a higher high if we wanted to keep this pattern intact, and that according to the schematic, we would be printing a higher high here, then going back, retesting, you know, setting up a higher low, and then continuing up into phase D. And that's basically what it looks like right now. We printed a higher high here. So I'm expecting at some point, I don't know if it's going to be right away. I don't know if it's going to be maybe at 38,000. Remember, 38,000 is a resistance level. It's a minor resistance. But I am expecting a retest of $35,000 at some point. So we could see something where we kind of just stick around here, have a retest of 35, print that higher low, and then have a move up, possibly beyond 38,000, back to this 40 to $42,000 range. And that would be right on track with phase C and phase D here, which would, this would be the pullback right here, right? So this pullback right here looks very much like 38,000 back down to like 36, 35. And then this line here would be like 40 to 42. So it would be kind of playing within that range before that takeoff. And that's kind of how I have it set it up here right now. So that's just something I put together in the last few days because I noticed that it was following this, you know, step for step. So I don't know, what do you guys think about this? Malena, nice to see you in here. Hey, bad hair day. It's not a bad hair day. It's just I haven't had a haircut, so I just put a hat on. You know, need to get a haircut, but I mean, my hair is kind of almost always the same. Like it doesn't really change much. Like it just gets longer on the sides. Really, it's really all that happens. Miller time, what's going on, man? He says you don't think we're ending phase B going into C. I don't think so because remember the spring is in phase C. The spring is not in phase B. So I don't know. You see here that the selling climax, the spring is the lowest part in the range. And if we look back at the chart, we will see that the spring is the lowest part here. So that's why I'm thinking that we're currently in phase C. Mid July, I see breakout. Yeah, so if we're going to get into phase D, that's probably gonna be around when we get above 38K. And then we would need to test that $42,000 range and then kind of come back down and then kind of bull flag there. So we would have a move up, right? And then kind of bull flag there. And then we need to break out of 42,000. Remember, I've been saying this for the past month. $42,000 for me is the line in the sand, right? I think $42,000 right now is what separates the bear market well, not to say bear market, but bearish sentiment and bullish sentiment. I think if we go and we get above $42,000, all the bearish case scenarios and bearish sentiment is gonna kind of go out the window. I think if we go above 42, the price is gonna rip right up to at least 48 to possibly $50,000. Because we've got rejected so many times there. Look how many times we've got rejected here on the automatic rally. We tested it again, got rejected, right? Tested it again, got rejected. Tested it again, got rejected. So we've been rejected a lot of times. So what does that mean? That means that there's here in this area, there's a lot of people selling. So what professional traders are doing, right? When the price is getting to that spot, they're shorting Bitcoin. So there's a bunch of short positions opening up in the derivatives exchanges, right? People are shorting at these prices. So what happens when Bitcoin finally does break above 42? That's where professional traders have their stop losses. If I'm shorting Bitcoin anywhere in this range, I have my stop loss above 42,000. So if enough people agree, have that same agreement and that same thought, then guess what? 42 above 42,000, all the professional traders are going to be closing out their shorts, right? And opening long positions. People that are not professionals, that are just shorting there with no stop losses, because all the professionals are going to close out their trades, the prices is gonna go spike up really fast, and it's gonna start liquidating retail investors that are trading without stop losses. So all those people are gonna get liquidated, and that's gonna basically just shoot the price even higher. As the price goes higher, more and more people get liquidated, price continues up. Then comes in FOMO. People will see the price is over 42,000. So people are going to start going long again, and they're going to start buying Bitcoin again. And it's basically a recipe for a moonshot, like from 42,000 all the way to like I said, my prediction, my range above, if we get above 42, it'll jump up to like 48 to 50, right? And if we look at Bitcoin itself, it's in its range. It makes sense. Like if we look at it with the Fibonacci ranges, right, that I have here. Remember, I've been talking about these ranges. I said if we're below, if we can't get above 35, we're gonna trade between 28 to 35. 35 is the top of that range. But once we get a break above 35, like we just did now the bottom of our range, because 35K becomes support. So now the bottom of our range is 35. The top of our range is going to be 40 to 42,000. So now we can kind of bounce around like that. And then if we get above 42, guess what? We're going to go into this next range. And what's this range right here? This range is from 42 all the way up to $50,000. And also, we're going to get above the moving averages. So all of that, when you put all that put together, basically, right? It tells a story. So this is very similar to basically like what you're trying to do here when you're analyzing a chart. You're trying to put together a story, and you have to make sense of it. It has to make sense, right? So right now, with the story that the chart has been telling me is, if we get above 42,000, there's just so much that makes sense. So many pieces of the puzzle fit together for it to shoot straight up to the top of this, which is around that $48,000 to $50,000 range. So that's why for me, that's been the big decisive number. And you'll see that when we lost 42,000, look how big this candle was, right? This was 14% drop there. So this was the biggest candle I think that we saw during this whole drop, right? That 14% candle was the biggest candle we saw. And that's 14% where it closed. If you measure the top of it to the bottom of it, that's way beyond 14%. But it closed at 14%, right? So the story just makes a lot of sense to me, which is why that's the story I'm sticking to right now. I don't think it's a bull trap. The volume is a little low, but we're above this range. If this candle closes here today and we stay above 35, then we will definitely be able to continue higher and test 38, 40, 42,000. Just like we did before. If you see before, like, we've been doing this regardless of volume. Now above 42, you better believe there's gonna be a ton of volume. There's gonna be so much volume above 42. That's why that's the number that we need to get to. And remember, when a big move is coming, it's always there's always a lower volume before a big move. There's never high volume during a move and then higher volume. You know, it's always kind of falling volume as it starts deciding which way it wants to go. When it finally makes its real move, then that's when you'll see the volume. What's up, Gary? 100K by December, says Gary. Gary J. Miller time is that it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? That story doesn't make sense to me because 29K, we've gone lower than 29K. The low here is 28,726. Why would we go to 29K? That just doesn't make sense. We would have to go lower than 29K. If there was another shakedown, it has to go lower than it was previously because that's what happens during shakedowns. So you're talking about it would have to go be probably to the brink of 28, maybe lower, right? If we lose 28, now we're at a free fall where we can drop down to 18. And that's going to be where there's mass panic. Below 28, mass panic. Above 42, mass FOMO. We're literally right in the middle right now. So yeah, when we had on the 22nd, that felt like that final shakedown to me, from what we've been seeing here. But like you said, Bitcoin, and with Bitcoin, you never know. You just got to try to build the story and see what makes sense. You know, at the end of the day, it's going to do what it wants to do either way. But in the meantime, we're going to try to make sense of it, right? We're going to try to put the story together, put the puzzle together, and try to make sense of what exactly is going on and go from there. Yeah, 50K is definitely the price where we can say we're back. But I feel like right now 42 is way more important at this point in time because it's been such a big drop and we've been rejected so many times there, right? And it's a previous all-time high. Right? So remember, 42,000 was an all-time high. 50,000 was never an all-time high. We broke right through 50,000. Look at this. We went the day we hit 50,000, we got rejected from 50 one time, and the next day we ran all the way up to 57, 52, 70, 35, right? And then we just continued up from there. So 50,000, although it's a pretty number because it's a big whole number, is not as big and as significant as 42, because then after we broke above very easily after 50, then we dropped very easily below 50 again. But guess what number we didn't drop below? 42,000. We did not drop below that number. Then we went right back up, and again we had a little bit of resistance at 50, but we kind of broke through within a few days, right? Within a week, we broke right above it, continued up, and then we had it here as support once, and then it broke below 50, and then just broke right back above 50, then it broke right back below 50. So 50, although it's a pretty number and it is a big whole number, it's definitely a support and resistance area, is not as strong as 42 based on history, what the price has done at that level. You know what I mean? 42 has had a way bigger impact overall in the last few months. So it's a much more important number than 50 at this point in time. So, but definitely, if you look here, the Fibonacci level is right on track with 50, right? And then you'll notice that the next Fibonacci level is at 42. So 42 is a big number. And then 50 is going to be a big number, but I don't feel it's as big as 42 for Bitcoin based on Bitcoin's price history. P-Hub. What's up, Brandon? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Tanuj, he says, I've been buying the dip and doing average costing at this current trend. What should be the entry point? So the entry point for me, right, has been on the dips. So I'm looking to enter at 30, at 28. Those are the numbers I'm looking to continue dollar cost averaging. When we're moving up, now I'm no longer dollar cost averaging, but I'm taking short-term trades, right? I'm taking leverage trades at these points. So here I'm taking trades like at 35,000. Above that was a trade I was taking. Then the next one will probably be above 38, and the next one will probably above 40, and then of course 42. So I'm basically entering short-term day trades, scalp if you'll call it that. I'm doing scalps there where I'm entering with momentum once it breaks above a big number and or a previous support and resistance level, and taking profits as it gets to that next resistance level. So that's currently what I'm doing. I'm not dollar cost. I'm not adding to my long-term positions here. I'm only trading at this point with leverage, with margin, with momentum, you know? So for dollar cost averaging, I'm buying on dips only. When it's moving up, then I'm using that momentum to then make more Bitcoin as well. The next significant number, like I said, is 42K. So if you want to add on, if the price continues up, when you see a break above 42, you can add to your long term because, like I said, I believe a break above 42 should take us up to 50. So you could add above 42, and if we break above 50 again, at that point, then you should start thinking in terms of taking profits and building up a cash position of around 10% in your portfolio, because you want to have cash ready if there's another dip. So the way you do that is you build a cash position on your portfolio around 10%. So once we break above 50, I would start looking to take small profits, you know, so maybe at 50 you could take some profits, at 55, at 60, and then if we get back to all-time highs, then definitely you want to be taking profits. So you want to be taking profits at those areas. Don't take complete profits, but build a cash position in your portfolio so when there is another dip, you have that cash sitting on the sideline ready to go back in. You know what I mean? Nah, man, no mangoes today. My mango tree is done for the year. So no more mangoes till next year. David, the range is determined by basically where there's a lot of interest, right? So if you look, if you understand the way that the Fibonacci retracements work, we basically started off from the move. So from its initial move back in March of 2020, after the huge dump off, is basically where I have it laid out, all the way up to the top of the move. And then you use the Fibonacci retracement tool, and it gives you an idea of where there could be levels of interest. So if you look at it, you'll notice that a lot of these spots, they start to add up, right? So you'll notice here Let me get my drawing tool. You'll notice this right here is very similar. The levels are similar to this right here where we were back in January and February. And you'll notice the Fibonacci retracement levels are basically on the bottoms of those ranges and on the top of those ranges, right? And you'll see it here, the top and the bottom. So the reason that I say if we fall below 28, that the bottom of the range is potentially 18,000 is because, so you see, once we drop off from this Fibonacci level, the next level isn't all the way until 18,000, right? And then if you come over to the history, you'll see that there is a lot of price action at that exact level. So the story makes sense, right? The Fibonacci level is there. So that there's definitely a lot of open interest at that level if we were to fall back to that level. So then if you start thinking back to like 2017, a lot of people in 2017, 2018 bought the top at that same level. So that's why there's so much interest in that same level, right? So that's between $18,000 to $20,000. If you go higher, you'll see that there's some interest right here. That's right around $25,000. So that'll be a minor level, right? And then the other thing with the current level here on the Fibonacci at 28,000 is that it's 0.618. So 0.618, if you look up what the golden ratio is in the Fibonacci, you'll see that the golden ratio is made up of 618. So that's why this is called the golden level for Fibonacci, right? So that's why this is such a strong area here. And even though here, this was not yet this exact level because we weren't up that high, but it was a level at that point at, before we knew that this would be the golden area. So that's what also makes 28K such a strong support here during this drop off. A lot of times when, and you'll notice in a lot of assets, stocks, crypto, whatever it is, after they have big pullbacks, a lot of reversals happen at that 618 area. So that's also what builds a strong case here for this being the bottom, 28 being the bottom. And what builds, and it kind of all makes sense when you put the story together. You know what I mean? What's up, Anthony? Why this crash took so long? It takes time, man. It takes time. People have to accumulate back, right? Nugad. Not sure if I'm saying your name right. Right now I'm bullish. So above 35,000, I'm bullish short term. But overall, long term, we still have to get above 42 for me to then be 100% bullish. Below 42, we still have bearish case scenarios that could happen here where we can drop back down to 28. So we need to get above 42,000 for me to be 100% bullish again. Mario's, what's going on, my brother? Yeah, definitely. Dog God, I would say it's looking for the moment like we've hit that spring and we're going back into this range up here. So we could see a move up here to 38,000 over the rest of this week, and then possibly be able to also test 40 to 42 range. But of course, it's not going to just be a big move up. It'll kind of be choppy like it usually is. Leo, what's going on, my man? Johnny, I would say dollar cost averaging is the best thing you can do, man. Everything's pretty much down right now, so you could start dollar cost averaging, and then if it drops lower, then you could add to your positions. Now is definitely the times to start to add to your positions. You know what I mean? Everything's basically down 50% or more, right? So you're almost guaranteed a 50% return on your money as long as you're able to be patient and let it do what it does, right? Ash Boss, what's up, man? After a while, I can feel positivity from your voice. Yeah, David, I'm in South Florida. Daniel, what's up? Thank you, David. Osiki, there we could definitely see a small dip, I believe, possibly down to 35. Usually, when there's a breakout, there's a retest. So on the retest, I would expect the retest to be around 35,000 before possibly continuing up. So we have to set a higher low here. So here we have a low, then we have a higher low, and then now here, when we go down, we got to set another higher low. So we need $35,000 to hold here, set up that higher low. Even though realistically we can go lower than 35, we can go down to like 33, 32 and still have that higher low. I would prefer, if we can stay above 35,000, it would just make our lives so much easier, right? Gabriel, no, I would not say a high leverage long position is a good move here. I would say if you want to take a leveraged position, you should be above 42 will be the safest place to do that. And again, you have to know what you're doing if you're going to use leverage. Don't just use leverage because you've heard other people are using leverage. Like, have a good reason and be consistently profitable as a trader without leverage before using leverage. With that said, if you want to enter a position with leverage, above 42,000 would be the safest entry, I would say. So as soon as it would break 42, I would enter, and if I saw the price fall back below 42, then I'm closing my trade. Just minimize your loss and keep entering that trade. Eventually, it's going to take off. Yeah, Giuseppe, I definitely believe that we'll hit 38 soon. We got a donation from Gary J. He says, thank you for all the info. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Subscribed. Thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate it so much, man. He donated €5, which is about $6.92. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We don't get a lot of donations, so I always appreciate that. Just vibing. Yeah, it's definitely possible still. Yeah, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, guys. Let's see where we're at right now. Let's refresh. 9.98, guys. So we're about 20 subscribers away from 10,000. Can we hit that today during this live stream? Hold on a second. I got some people. I have some people spamming in my Discord that now I gotta ban. All right, there you go. Dude's coming into my Discord to promote their Discord. Like, bruh. All right. I lost my train of thought. Where were we? Oh, make sure to subscribe, guys. That's where we were. Yeah, I was gonna check how many subscribers we're at. So we're at 9986, guys. So we're exactly 14 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers, guys. 14 subscribers away from the magic number here. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure that if you guys are not subscribed and you're here, hit that subscribe button. Help us reach our goal. You know, we create all this content for you guys for the last 10 months. We started in August, so 10 months. You know, and we've been doing this for free because we don't get paid to do this. Very good, bro. Nice analysis. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Amir, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Jeffrey, what's going on, man? I'm doing great. How you doing? Homestead, nice, David. You're pretty close by. I'm in the Gables. Gordon, how you doing, man? Hello. Welcome to the channel. Osiki, yeah, there's always opportunities for dips, guys. There's no reason to FOMO because there's always a dip. Virgo Productions, hi man, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. What about the 6-month gravestone candle on Thursday? I don't look at 6-month charts. That's like really wide chart. It's like really big. Like one candle be a 6-month? Is that what it is? Yaya. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Max Financial, what's up, dude? Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you guys saw my breakdown that I just did. So I did a breakdown on where we currently are with this right here. The possibilities, where we could be going, and the major levels that we're watching right now. So I literally just spoke nonstop for like 40 minutes. We've been streaming now for about 55 minutes, so I was probably talking for like 50 minutes straight, and just gave a whole analysis on the market, on the breakdowns of it, and answered some questions that we had in the chat as well while doing so. And it is now pouring rain outside my window. It says rain to stop at 6 o'clock. Cool. So yeah, so don't be surprised if we just kind of bounce around here. We could dip back to like 35,000. We could move up to around 38,000, and then dip down. We don't know exactly. There's no way to know. Unfortunately, I wish we knew the exact numbers. But you know, I'm trying to put together the story that the chart's telling me here, that the prices are telling me, that the different supports and resistances, you know, what the price action is saying, and this is a story that makes sense right now. Now, if the price just, you know, dumps and drops down back to this support way down here, if we get a lower low, then we have to look back and reevaluate and see, maybe we're not in phase C, maybe we're in phase B still. You know, maybe we're not even in any of these in the accumulation schematic. Maybe we're still in the distribution schematic. You know, but from everything that I've gathered here, right, over the last basically 6 months, this would have been the distribution schematic. And then you can see phase E here where we dropped. And then this could potentially be the accumulation schematic here. And it's been following it to the T at the moment. So we have to let it play out and see what develops here, and see if it continues to follow this. So the way that we know that it's following it is if we continue to go up and then we post a higher low. So if we look here, we have a low, right, which is the lowest point that we've been through over all this time. This is the lowest we've been. Then we had a higher low. And then now here we want to see another higher low. So possibly something where it comes back to like 35. It could maybe even go back down to like 33, 34, right? And then continuation up. If we have that continuation up and we see it retest that 40 to 42, then that could possibly mean that we're in phase D. It kind of confirms that we're in phase D, moving into phase E. So at that point, you gotta be prepared for a move up. Cassette, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Gary J, can you link Bybit to TradingView? That's a great question, man. I honestly don't know. I've never tried it, but I've never tried linking TradingView to anything. You know what I mean? The only successful links I've done with TradingView was to a trading bot. So I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Let's find out together. Let's see. Bybit. No, wait, wrong thing. TradingView to Bybit. Perhaps there's a way, because look, from February 18th, 2021, how to execute TradingView alerts on Bybit. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe watch this video, see if it actually works or not. I really don't know. I've never tried it. Yeah, man. People are always gonna be asking for dips. But that's the thing. A lot of people are asking for dips, and then when the price dips, then they're afraid to buy. You know, so they end up not buying. Then the price goes back up, and then they're like, "Damn, I should have bought the dip." And they're like, is there going to be another dip? And then if it dips again, then they're like, when it dips, they're going to be like, nah, I don't want to buy it now. And then it goes back and it just continues to happen. You know what I mean? Max Financial, man. Thank you so much, bro. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Man, we've been on this grind for 10 months, guys. We're 12 subscribers away, guys. Ready for the highs. Definitely, man. Matias, what's up, dude? Right now, it's looking like we're going up, my brother. So right now, we broke above 35K, which was that big level that we're watching here, that we're stuck below. So now that we broke above there, the trading range here, the bottom of it, as long as we close the candle up here above 35, it'll confirm that we flipped 35K from resistance into support. And then so that makes 35K the bottom of the new range and 42K the top of the range. So we should see some upside from here. Yep, I agree. I agree with you, dog. Bitcoin will grow over time. You know, in the short term, there's gonna be ups and downs in the short term, guys. If you believe in it, if you think in the next 5 years, Bitcoin's price, Bitcoin's value will be higher than it is today, then you should just be putting your money in it and not worrying too much about the day to day. You know? 9.99K. We're 10 subscribers away from 10,000, guys. Why, Gary, why is it that you want to use trading view? Why do you want to link it to Bybit is my question. I think it will go up because Germany accepted to invest in crypto. Judy, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate it a ton. Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily family. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'm happy to answer them. Gary J says in 5 years, Bitcoin will be $1 million. So if in 5 years it's going to be $1 million, it's almost a no-brainer to put your money in it and just let it sit. And, if you can't handle the day-to-day, especially when it's like this, I would say delete your portfolio tracking app from your phone or whatever it is, don't look at it. Don't look at it when it goes down. That's what I do. I do not look at when we have during this time, I don't look at my portfolio. I haven't looked at my portfolio since May. So I have no idea where I'm at exactly. I just keep adding on. And then once we get a move back up, then I'll take a look and it's going to be like a great surprise. You know what I mean? It's going to be like opening up a Christmas gift. Kimberly, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Kim. Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily family. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Don't lose your key. Yeah, don't lose your keys, your wallet keys, guys. That's there's some guy there. I forgot what was that article. What was it? I think it was like $250 million or something like that, and he lost his keys. Bitcoin loss password story. Let's try that. It's probably gonna come up. Look at this, $220 million worth of Bitcoin. That's crazy. He had 7,002 Bitcoins for making an explainer video about how cryptocurrency works. Can you imagine 10 years ago they paid you 7,000 Bitcoins for making a video? And that one video that you just got paid for made you $220 million? That's life changing money, right? Like, that'll change your life for the rest of not only your life, but for the rest of your family's life. Um, as long as you have half a brain to continue investing, right? And he lost his password. He can't figure it out, and he has two last final attempts to figure out his password. If he cannot figure out his passwords with the last two attempts, the password will encrypt itself, making the wallet impossible to access. That's crazy. So, I'm telling you all that to make sure that you guys do not lose your keys. We have another donation. A donation from Morgan Sheardown. $6.99 Canadian dollars, right? Says CA. He says, thanks, Jay, for all your analysis and answering our questions. No problem, man. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. We've had two very generous donators today, Morgan and Gary. Thank you both a ton. Thank you guys for tuning in and being part of the family. Appreciate it. Kimberly, she says, I have bought Litecoin at the top. Beginner's mistake. Does Litecoin have a good future? Yeah, I still believe that Litecoin is going to move back up once the rest of the market moves up. So what I would recommend, for anyone that bought towards the top, just be patient and try to dollar cost average weekly to make it easier on yourself. Do it weekly. If you dollar cost average weekly, even if it's $10 a week, you're gonna slowly add to that position, and the average price entry is gonna go down. For Litecoin specifically, and for all altcoins, they're probably, once Bitcoin moves back up, everything's gonna move back up to where it was previously. So that kind of could give you an idea of what you can expect. So yeah, you just got to be patient at this point. Everybody's down right now. I'm down right now. And I'm just living my life, not looking at my portfolio, and continuing to study and get better and educating myself, so that, I'm prepared for that next move up. So I think that's what everyone should be doing during this downtime. Just continue accumulating here, from weekly, bi-weekly, whenever you get paid, once a month, whatever, however you want to set it up, it's fine. Just make sure that you're setting it up and you're constantly doing it, so that when we do get that move up, you're in profit. You know what I mean? And like I said, just patience. Patience pays. Shara, I can't say your name. I'm gonna just say Kumar, because it reminds me of Harold and Kumar. Just subscribe. That could be the 10K subscriber. I think we're still below it. We're still 10 subscribers away, guys. We have 9,990 subscribers. We need 10 more of you beautiful souls to subscribe to the channel, so that we can reach 10,000 subs, guys. Don't forget also, if you're here, don't forget to like the video, guys. I'm actually gonna jump. Oh, I got an Amazon package apparently. I'm going to jump to the live stream and I'm gonna like the video myself. I gotta, I gotta give myself a like because I like it. Thank you for the one disliker. No problem, man. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in and disliking the video. Appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, Litecoin is going to reach all-time highs eventually. The all-time high for Litecoin is around 420. I definitely expect to see that again at some point. Mark, what's going on, my brother? My bad, I have not replied to you. I know we were talking, Mark. I've had a bunch of things going on, but I will get back to you once I have a slight moment here. Maddie, okay, I'll call you Maddie. Patience pays. Paul, what's going on, Paul? Paul says, hey man, greetings from the UK again. Looks as though our optimism is justified. Thanks for your TA and insight over the past weeks. No problem, Paul. Yeah, definitely. If you just tuned in, I did a breakdown earlier on the stream on this right here, which is basically following this pattern step for step right now. So now that we're here, we hit that spring, we're bouncing up, we should see a higher low and then a continuation to the upside. Retest that 40 to 42 level. If that happens, then that confirms this pattern that we're watching here. And then also, if you look at the Fibonacci levels, you'll see that we bounced from the 61.8 and we're above this one right here, which is that big 35K resistance zone with a close above 35 that should flip the resistance into support. So we should have a strong support here at 35 now with a close here. So that's what we're watching right now. Now with 35 being the support, the top of our range could go up to 40 to 42K before a potential big move up here. Yeah, DCA definitely wins in the time of market indecision. And, sometimes just sometimes the time spent in the market is more important than trying to time the market. So there's a saying, time in the market is more important than timing the market. You know what I mean? So don't try to time your entries perfectly. There's never going to be a perfect entry. Your best bet is going to be to dollar cost average. No problem, Kim. Glad I could help. Who disliked it? It's all good, man. There's always gonna be people that are upset for whatever reason, and they have to really be upset for them to go out of their way to dislike a video. Like it tells you a lot about a person. You know what I mean? At least at it doesn't where they are on that day. So, because even when I don't like videos on YouTube, if I don't like a video, I just won't watch it. I'm not gonna dislike it. Why am I gonna go out of my way to dislike a video? I don't really care. So, it's interesting when people dislike videos, but it's all good. Some people are jealous they don't have a good YouTube channel. Yeah, man, and I have a lot of people messaging me. I get hundreds of messages every day. People asking me to, to promote whatever projects, whatever it is that they're doing. And I turn down 90% of people that want to promote because I don't like promoting a lot, and people get upset at me because of that. And I mean, that's fine. If they're upset, then sounds like a personal problem. Some people get mad at me because of what I say on the videos sometimes. Like if I'm too bullish and they're bearish, then they get mad at me because I'm too bullish. If I'm bearish and they're bullish, then they get mad at me because I'm the opposite. So there's many reasons, but it is what it is. Is there a dip coming anytime soon? I mean, we've been dipping, man. We're in a dip right now. This is a dip. But we should be seeing a retest of 35 at some point probably. We got another donation from Judy. Thank you so much, Judy. Judy is a new subscriber that just joined the family, and she's already given a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Judy. That means a lot. I appreciate it so much. Judy says, haters always gonna hate. You're doing a good job. Thank you so much, Judy, again, for your subscription and for your donation. It means a lot to me. I love it, guys. Thank you so much to everyone that's donated today. We've had Judy, we had Morgan, and Gary. So thank you guys for donating and supporting the channel, supporting what it is that we're doing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's people like you guys, and just everyone that's tuned in right now that why we continue to do this. Like I said, we don't do this for money. We don't make money off of YouTube. To make money off of YouTube, you gotta have like be getting hundreds of thousands of views, and we don't do that. We don't get that, at least not at the moment. So we've been doing this now for 10 months, like I said, and we don't get paid for it, and we pay a video editor to edit our videos, so we actually pay money to make these videos. But yeah, like at the end of the day, it's not about the money. We want to put this education out there. We made a decision to get into this a few years back. We started with Instagram. For those of you that don't know, this is my Instagram right here, bitcoin.daily, where we post up daily updates and a bunch of different videos and posts and stuff like that. And then we started 10 months ago on YouTube. So slowly working our way up. We are at 9,996 subscribers. So we are 4 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers, guys. That is our goal before we get off of here today, is to hit 10,000 subs by the end of the stream, guys. So if you guys are not subscribed yet, consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos on basically 5 times a week, whether it's a recorded video or a live stream like today. So yesterday we put up a video. We did a analysis on the market here. Let me see. Let me go back to the videos. So we spoke about the Bitcoin Wyckoff accumulation. And then today we're doing a live stream. Tomorrow we're doing another live stream. And then on Thursday, we'll do a video on something else. I'm not sure yet. If you guys have any ideas, for tutorials that you guys want to see, that you guys would like to see, let me know, so I could write it down and get those together for you. Momo, there's a big I'm not say big, but there's a small group of people out there that really believe in Bitcoin Cash and BSV. So those are forks from Bitcoin, basically. I personally am not invested in any of those projects, but you know, if that project is something that you believe in, it should just, it's gonna be another altcoin, you know, and it's gonna be going up and down based on what Bitcoin does as well. So Enger, bearish or bull? Like I said earlier, I'm bullish short term right now. With the break above 35, that gives us the opportunity now to use 35 as the bottom of our range, which before it was the top of the range, and give us 40 to 42 as the potential top of the current range going forward here, as long as we sit below, I mean above 35. What's up, DK Renz? DK Ren says, first time watcher here, got sent here when another stream ended. Do you only do Bitcoin? So DK, at the moment, we're only focused on Bitcoin. And I've covered this a couple times. The reason why is because everything else at this point right now does not matter. All right. And I say that because everything else is going to be following Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up, everything else is going to go up. If Bitcoin goes down, everything else is going to go down. So right now, altcoins are not, it makes no sense to watch them at this point because, or try to analyze them because they're not important enough, and they're not accurate enough to make decisions based on an altcoin's chart at the moment. Once we get back into the bullish mode, then we're going to be talking more about altcoins. For the moment here, for the past month, we've only been focusing on Bitcoin itself. Guys, we are at 9,999 subscribers, guys. We are one subscriber away from 10K. Who is going to be the 10,000th? I can't even say that word. Who's going to be subscriber number 10,000? Let me make it easy on myself. Guys, we just hit 10,000 subscribers. Wait, I can't see it on my phone. Let me put it over here. Guys, we did it. 10,000, guys. We have reached our milestone in less than a year. We've done 10,000 in 10 months. That's a big number, guys. I know 10,000 doesn't seem like a lot. But it's a big number for us. It's a huge milestone for us, guys. We've been doing this now for 10 months, like I said previously. I don't want to keep repeating it, but we started in mid-August, and we're at the end of June. So in about 10 months, we've hit 10,000 subs. YouTube is a grind, guys, and you'll see how many videos we've put up and we've created and we've, learned from, because this has been a huge learning curve here. There's just so much that goes into it, so much time, sweat, blood, tears. So it's definitely means a lot when you guys subscribe to the channel, and it shows us that people appreciate what it is that we're doing. So thank you guys so much, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Like, thank you guys. The plan here is just to continue doing what we're doing. We're going to continue working, continue pushing the next milestone, 25K, then 50, and then the big 100, get into the 6 digits. Hopefully in the next 10 months, we can hit 100. What do you guys think? Judy, Morgan, and Gary are the MVPs. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for the donations. You guys are amazing. Will BTC dip back to 30K again? There's a possibility right now, short term. My answer will be no. Gary, the only thing I could tell you, man, is the stuff that I'm invested in, and then you can kind of make your decisions from there. But my biggest holdings are Bitcoin and Ethereum. After that, and very small portions of my portfolio go to altcoins, and that would be ADA, BNB, DOT, Link, Litecoin, Matic, Uniswap, XRP, and Neo. That's pretty much what makes the majority of my portfolio. I don't go in digging for gems, you know. I don't do a lot of digging. I'm more of a trader um and an investor than trying to find new projects. Yeah, Ethereum is definitely my favorite altcoin, and Ethereum's actually the king of all altcoins. The same way Bitcoin is a king of the entire crypto market, Ethereum's the king of the altcoin market. Up 1K on your Ethereum, nice, dude. Hello from Safe Moon family. Sid, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you. Patos, thank you so much, man. You're a subscriber 10K. Thank you. That means so much, guys. Thank you so much. 10K, baby. Let's go. What's up, Marco? Came late. Thank you guys, everybody cheering me on. I'm catching up with the chat, so I'm a little behind. My bad. The daily on Ethereum looks exactly like the daily on Bitcoin. That's why I don't really right now for this moment I'm not looking at it. Um, but yeah, like if you swap between them, Bitcoin and Ethereum basically looks exactly the same. The same thing. So it's really you really only why spend time looking at the same chart twice? Just you only need to look at one chart. Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody that's congratulating me. Thank you for everyone. You guys are the first 10,000 subscribers to this channel. One day we're gonna hit 100K. Another day we're gonna hit 1 million. And you guys are the first 10,000 that found this channel. So thank you guys so much. Let me see who's in here. Moki, uh, Batos, Paul, DK, Marco, Kimberly, Milena, Judy, Hayaku, Matthias, Dog God, Gary, Ash. Dog God said I'm unsubscribing. Real men. Thank you guys. Marco. Gabriel, no, I don't look at the 1 minute chart. That's there's no reason to zoom in that far. The furthest I'll go in is the 15 minute and 5 minute charts only for trade for scalp management. So if I'm scalping a trade, then I'll zoom into 15 and 5 minutes to manage the trade, not to look for trades to take. No problem, Sid. 10K Momo, thank you. But yeah, man, if you look at Ethereum, like I was saying, it's basically the same chart. Small differences. You see that 2000 was a major level there for Ethereum. So when it got above 2000, it started running a bit higher. The next major level is going to be right around 2500. So 2500 is that next level. So as long as Bitcoin continues pushing up, Ethereum will also push up. And 2500 is going to be that next big level for it. If it gets above that, then the new range could be between 25 to 3000 for Ethereum. And a break beyond that then puts it above 3000 at that point. And at that point, Bitcoin would be probably at 50K or so. And we start talking. We start going back to the conversations of all-time highs. Let me screenshot this 10K. It's crazy because it's such a long journey to 10,000 with many ups and downs. It's probably as many or maybe even more ups and downs than Bitcoin has, because there's ups and downs with price. So with the market, depending how Bitcoin does is also correlated directly with how the channel does. So as Bitcoin's price go up, my views, my watches, my subscribers, everything goes up. As it goes down, my views go down, people watching go down, everything goes down. So it's really funny. And then you have to take in, then after that, then obviously the time you have to put into it to record everything, getting all your ideas. There's a lot of work that goes into it. That's why I respect all YouTubers, regardless of what it is they do, regardless of how good or bad they might seem. It takes a lot of work, takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of consistency. You know what I mean? So I always have respect for YouTubers. But I didn't really see what it was until I started doing it myself. So. I think it was Gary. I think it was a mix of both. Elon Musk tweeting and China news like at the same time. Gary, that was the main FUD. The main FUD has been Elon Musk. Well, first it was Tesla. So Tesla is a separate company. So let's just say Tesla. Then Elon Musk, or was it kind of together, right? Because that's when they started talking about the green mining being green or not, energy efficient, whatever. And then China at the same time started banning Bitcoin again, and that kind of cascaded everything down. But all right, guys, it's about 6 o'clock. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. We hit our goal of 10,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you guys so much. We basically covered everything we wanted to touch on. So if you guys missed it, just go back kind of to the beginning, the first 10 minutes of the video of the stream, where we spoke about the Wyckoff accumulation pattern and the different events, different stories that the price is currently telling us, and how we're reading it and interpreting what's currently going on in the market with this recent move up here. So so if you guys missed it, make sure to go back and watch that. Tomorrow we're gonna do another live stream, guys. Tomorrow we'll do a live stream probably around, I don't know if to do it around either earlier or later. I'm not sure. So it's either gonna be probably around 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure which time exactly yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, guys, thank you so much again. I'm gonna cut it here. Tomorrow I'll be live, so I'll see you guys. Make sure to tune in tomorrow around the same time, or around between 1 to 3 o'clock is when I'll go live. That's Eastern Standard Time. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on tomorrow's stream. As always, peace and love.